Every dollar I ever spent paying off that woman's loans, every cent I covered for her mother's medical bills, I want it all back, and I'm pressing charges against Belinda Swanson. Attempted murder. I tucked the blanket tighter around my mother's shoulders. By the time I stood up, I was calm again. Take me to the company. Since the ingrates I fed with my own hands have shown their teeth, I'll rip them out myself. The moment I walked into Sterling Group, the employees who recognized me stared with a mix of shock and barely concealed gossip. What's Ms. Fox doing here? You think she found out about CEO Henson? Came here to make a scene? She's a housewife. How's she going to fight CEO Henson? If you ask me, she'd be better off looking the other way. At least she'd still get to live like a rich man's wife. I kept my eyes straight ahead. None of it reached me. I was heading straight for Fergus's office when someone stepped in front of me. A young woman I'd never seen before, looking me up and down with open contempt. This area isn't for people like you to just waltz into. Get out, a nearby employee rushed over to explain. Chloe, that's Ms. Fox, let her through, but the girl called Chloe didn't flinch. She gave me a slow once-over, then smirked. So you're the wife? This old? No wonder CEO Henson can't stand you anymore. This is a company and not somewhere for you to come make a scene. You'd better run home before CEO Henson gets here, unless you want him to dump you for real. Murmurs rippled through the staff around us. Eyes landed on me, some pitying, some hungry for the show. I let out a cold laugh, signaled my bodyguard to pin her, and slapped her across the face. Who do you think you are? You dare block my way? Chloe stared at me in disbelief, then let out a shriek like a pig being slaughtered. Who am I? Do you even know who I am? You dare hit me? I'm Chief Secretary Swanson's best friend. You hit me. You think once she finds out, she'll just let you walk away from this? She cackled wildly. You're just some washed-up old woman terrified Belinda's going to take your place as the lady of the house, so you came running over here. Let me tell you something. If Belinda wasn't so kind-hearted, if she hadn't stopped Mr. Henson from kicking you out ages ago, you'd have been sent packing long before now. You hit me. Just wait till she gets back. She'll have Mr. Henson divorce you on the spot. You'll walk out of that house with nothing. I smiled at that, then lightly patted her cheek with my hand. Then you'd better call them right now. Tell them to drag themselves over here. I came here today to divorce Fergus Henson. Only the one walking away with nothing won't be me. It'll be him. I knew the second I stepped into the building. Someone had tipped Fergus off. I'd barely finished speaking when I heard footsteps. Fergus came rushing back with Belinda in tow. The moment he saw me, his face went rigid for a beat. He grabbed my hand and tried to drag me toward the exit. Not here. We'll talk about this at home. I flung his hand off. Right here. Right now. Belinda pulled the red-cheeked Chloe into her arms and suddenly burst into tears. Ms. Fox, I know you're angry because I restricted your spending, and that's why you came storming into the office like this, but you really were spending too much. The company barely clears tens of millions a year. You spend over 10 million on a single necklace, and you keep transferring money out of Mr. Henson's account to buy things. Fine, this time it was just a cup of milk tea, but what about next time? If nobody stops you now, next thing you know you'll be draining tens of millions straight from the company accounts. Then what happens to all of us? I know you're angry at me. You can hit me, you can yell at me. I deserve it, but you shouldn't take it out on other employees.